Sanbonan Bafundi, I hope and trust that you are doing well. It's been a while since I've posted, but here I am. I'm posting another video on Izinkathi Zesenzo, verb tenses. I know a lot of you guys requested this video and that I do a little bit of poetry. So, ngiyathembisa bafundi ukuthi mangiqeda lapha, we are going to do poetry as well. But I want to remind you to please like, share, subscribe to this YouTube channel. And yeah, let's connect, guys. Let's connect. Masixhumane. Nansi email yami. You can pause the video and take a screenshot or take a picture of my email and then just email me. Let's connect. All right. And I want to say as well that you need to book a lesson. Okay, that's a typo there. A lesson before it is too late. A lot of students have already booked lessons and slots are not as many as they were. So ngiyacela-ke bafundi ukuthi mangabe nifuna ukuthi nginisize ngesiZulu, please do book your lessons on time. And I just want to go through this that our lessons, our tutoring lessons, are IEB standard lessons. I myself teach in an IEB school, and I hope and trust that if you're watching this video, you also go to an independent school. So I have just what you need. So we are going to cover comprehension skills, ulimi, language, conventions, izinkondlo, poetry, and ngizokunika futhi konke okudingayo ukuze uphase izivivinyo zakho. All the materials that you need to pass your exams will be given to you. So please hit me an email and then let's talk via the email. Thank you. Now, let us get into our lesson. So, sikhuluma ngezinkathi zesenzo. All right? Sikhuluma ngezinkathi zezenzo. Izenzo, these are verbs. Now, verbs in isiZulu are not standalone words. Okay? I'll show you just now what I mean. That basically means that isiZulu verbs need concords in order for them to stand alone in sentences. And that is why, as you can see, as displayed on the screen, every single verb has a dash before it to show you that sidinga izimvumelwano ezihambelana nezenzo zethu. So these are the different verbs that we've got: cula, funda, dlala, kuluma, gijima, sebenza, lalela, hamba. Now there are different types of verbs, but I just chose to use, the regular ones, the basic ones that we know. We've got monosyllabic verbs, we've got auxiliary verbs, we've got different types of verbs. But for the purposes of our lesson, because we want to keep it simple, we are just going to use your normal verbs that you already know. And I'm sure that you know the meanings of these verbs. Cula, sing; funda, read; dlala, play; kuluma, speak or talk; gijima, run; sebenza, work; lalela, listen; hamba, walk or travel. Right, these are the different verbs that you already know. So let's quickly go through the three verbal tenses. And for the purposes of this lesson, I'm not going to do the remote past tense. Because that requires also a video on its own. But I'm only going to focus on the short form. I know that some of you might know the long form sentences. We aren't going to do the long form sentences. And reason being, when you look at the grade 12 IEB isiZulu FAL paper, most of the time they do not require you to do the long form. So that's why we do the short form mostly. And let's get right into it. So we are going to start with the past tense. Izinkathi edlule. In the past tense consists of two forms, namely the short form and the long form. But like I said, we are only going to focus on the short form. So the short form occurs when the sentence structure is, here's the formula: SC, subject concord, verb ending on A, and your adverbial phrase or object. All right, I'll give you examples. So let's look at a couple of examples. Umama upheke uphuthu. simple sentence, right? Umama upheke uphuthu. Now the u in our verb, the u after umama is our subject concord, and the e is basically showing us or indicating that this verb is in past tense. So for the past tense, the normal past tense, simple past tense, not the remote one, uh, the recent past, upheke uphuthu, we just put the e. Here's another example. uh, Sorry, another typo there, but it was supposed to say umfana udlale ibola. Umfana udlale ibola. So we just put the a to make it past tense. Now, let's look at the present tense. Nkathi yamanje. It occurs also when the sentence structure is subject concord again, plus your verb, and your verb needs to end on a, and your adverbial phrase or object. Here, these are the examples. Inkomo idla utshani epulazini. I is your subject concord, and a indicates that this sentence is in present tense. Here's another example. Umfana ubhala isivivinyo esikoleni. The u is your subject concord again for umfana, and a is also indicates that the sentence is in the present tense. Now, remember, guys, every sentence, especially when we're doing tenses, has a verb. All right. Imagine how these sentences would sound if there was no action. So, sentences need action, and we find action in our verbs, and the ending of our verb determines the tense of our verb. Now, let's end off with Inkati Ezayo, future tense. Also, here's the structure. You've got your subject concord plus zo after the subject concord plus your verb, which ends on an A, and your adverbial phrase or object. These are the examples for the future tense. Kusasa ngizoya esikoleni ngo-8 ekuseni. Kusasa ngizoya esikoleni ngo-8 ekuseni. Uthisha uzofundisa ikilasi. Uthisha uzofundisa ikilasi. So here you see that the ngi is your subject concord, zo is your structure for the future tense that shows you that the sentence is a future tense, and it ends on a. All right, so the future tense ends on a as well. So the zo indicates that this is in future tense, and the zo occurs between u, which is your subject concord, and the rest of the verb. Ngiyabonga kakhulu bafundi. I hope that this lesson was helpful. Please, again, do not forget to like, share, subscribe to these videos, and watch the previous videos, as they will help you a lot. Futhi ngicela ukuthi nibhuke ama-lesson before it's too late, guys. Do not wait until the day before. I have students messaging me on my email like literally a day before they write their exams because they're panicking, while we could have booked lessons and done this a month before they actually wrote the exams. So my advice is, as you see the jacaranda trees outside blossoming, make sure that you also start studying for isiZulu. Remember, you're now in grade 7, grade 8, grade 6, whatever the grade you might be in. You can't change isiZulu until matric. So you don't want to make your life difficult. Please work on your isiZulu book lessons with me so that I can help you. Ngiyabonga kakhulu bafundi, nibe nobusuku obuhle.